Welcome to 5 Good Minutes.
You're listening to today's inspirational message on the book of Ecclesiastes with Kurt Bjorklund.
Ecclesiastes 9 continues just to drive home the themes of Ecclesiastes, that you and I are not in control, that as much as we try to make things certain, we cannot, that life is short, that the pleasures and even the good things, good pleasures, the good tasks that we undertake will one day just kind of be like puffs of smoke. They'll go away. They'll go to another. And in chapter 9, he begins in verses 1 through 6 by talking about the Bible that I use says a common destiny for all. The ESV says death comes to all. Here's how the NIV reads. So I reflected on this and concluded that the righteous and the wise and what they do are all in God's hands. But no one knows whether love or hate awaits them. All share a common destiny, the righteous and the wicked, the good and the bad, the clean and the unclean, those who offer sacrifices and those who do not. So here he's saying that those who are right before God, wicked, good, bad, those who offer sacrifices, those who do not, religious, not religious. As it is with the good, so it is with the sinful. As it is with those who take oaths, so it is with those who are afraid to take them. This is the evil in everything that happens under the sun. The same destiny overtakes them all. The hearts of people, moreover, are full of evil, and there is madness in their hearts while they live, and afterward they join the dead. Anyone who is among the living has hope. Even a live dog is better off than a dead lion. For the living know that they will die, but the dead know nothing. They have no further reward, and even their name is forgotten. Their love, their hate, and their jealousy have long since vanished, and never again will they have part in anything that happens under the sun. So here is his myopic perspective where he says, it almost doesn't matter how you live. Everybody dies, and when you're dead, you don't get to enjoy anything under the sun. Now, in Ecclesiastes, he's talked about the hope being above the sun at different points. And it's almost like he's written this not as a cohesive whole, but as musings at different times of his life. And this is one of these inspired by God passages that points to this idea that death is certain. And because it's certain, so much of what we put all of our thought and effort and hope into in this world is really uncertain because it won't last. And so what's certain is the uncertainty of all of the things that we put so much stock into. The NIV Theological Study Bible says this about the common destiny, verse 2. It says, death. Some have suggested the teacher here refers only to physical death, but verses 5 and 6 suggest that he means more than that. As far as can be observed, death is the end. The teacher repeatedly returns to the theme of death, and he says, see chapter 2, verse 14, 3, 2, 5, 16, 9, 10, 12, 7. The righteous and the wicked, the good and the bad, the clean and the unclean, those who offer sacrifices and those who don't. Fundamental distinctions in Proverbs and Old Testament law and the clean and the unclean and offering sacrifices and all of this are saying these are the differences. And the teacher, he says, death obliterates the importance of these distinctions. Take oaths here. Whether one takes an oath or not, death is one's destiny. And so what he's really consumed with is that everybody ends at the same place. And we tend to think that everything matters so much. And he's saying, in his perspective, which again doesn't always square with the rest of the canon of the Bible, is understand that, and so don't be so consumed with all of these things. Now, how does that play when you say, well, isn't it good to be religious, to seek God and be righteous, to do good rather than wicked, to not be part of oppression in the world? Aren't these good things? And is he saying, well, since we all die, I don't think, again, that what he's saying is it doesn't matter. What he's saying is when these things become consuming, you're not understanding the brevity of life. He's saying, yes, fear God. He says that. Look above the sun. But he's saying, well, you're here. Know that all of these things that you give your hand to ultimately you will still die. That is certain. And all of it will at some point be done. And only how you've honored God and what you've enjoyed will matter at that point.
Thanks for joining us here today. There's a lot of great content to explore on Orchard Hill Plus and on the Orchard Hill main feed from the weekend. Have a great day.